Hey everyone, Grandma D here. Tonight I'm really excited because we're going to try a new recipe. I am subscribed to allrecipes.com and they have a lot of great recipes that can be low calorie or calorie conscious or diabetic friendly recipes. And I have a friend who makes garlic shrimp for me every time she comes to visit. And I wanted to make my own, and I've never made it before. So I found this recipe on allrecipes.com. It is a garlic shrimp recipe. It's simple garlic shrimp. And tonight we're gonna give this a try. And also, in addition to that, for vegetables, I went to my local Meijer and I purchased these. I get these all the time. They're by Taylor Farms. This is a pad thai, vegetables and sauce. It's a really good stir fry. It's a starter kit. It comes with the vegetables and the sauce, and they make a different one that comes with noodles in another style. And I get that sometimes too, but I don't use those noodles. I use rice noodles or my carnata noodles. And this is another one. I picked this one up today. This is teriyaki veggies and sauce. Now, I am going to put the sauce packets aside and see if I think I need a sauce packet because I'm doing garlic shrimp. But I'm going to combine these in the pan and stir fry these together. They have very similar vegetables in them. This one has carrots, it looks like snow peas, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, bean sprouts, and a little bit of purple cabbage. This one is really good. I get these all the time at my local Meijer, and I'm sure that your store probably carries something very similar. This one is carrots, broccoli, snow peas. Very similar ingredients. They're just different sauces. So we're going to do these as well to go with the garlic shrimp. Now I'm going to do a rundown of the ingredients list for you. We'll do that right now. Here we have the ingredients for our garlic shrimp. It requires 1.5 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 pound of shrimp, and this is a serves 4, and I bought frozen shrimp from my local Walmart, and it says that 9 shrimp are a serving. So I have 4 servings at 9 shrimp each in this pan, all thawed out and ready to go. Now what I did was I took them out frozen last night, put them in this pan, in this pie plate on a paper towel in the fridge, and then when I got home today, they were like 90% thawed. So, and I just put them under a little cold running water, and we are ready to go. And we're also going to have to salt this to taste, this recipe. So then it has 6 cloves of garlic, finely minced, 1/4 teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes. I got a little heavy-handed on that because I like red pepper flakes, and 3 tablespoons of lemon juice, and 1 tablespoon of caper brine. Now, I thought I had capers, super excited, realized I got home, no capers. So I Googled, and this is dill pickle brine, which is a good substitution according to our good friend Google. So we're going to use that. And there's 3 tablespoons of cold butter cut into 4 pieces and divided. Then we have 1/3 cup chopped fresh parsley. Now this is my flat leaf parsley that I purchased at the store. I took it off of the heavy part of the stems. I keep these little pieces. They don't bother me. So, and I chopped 1/3 cup of that. And then we have 1 teaspoon of water to use as needed. Now the butter that I like to buy when I use real butter is Danish Creamers. This is a premium sea salted butter, which is really good. If you're looking for a premium butter, this is a really nice one, and the sticks are smaller. They're not a full stick, so they are just a few tablespoons. This is like a half a stick and then I can leave that out and use it up before I have to worry about it getting bad or anything. Now these, I'm super excited because when I went to Meijer today, they had them. These are the baby bok choice that I was telling you about in a previous video, and they come 3 to a little bunch with this little rubber band on them. And I say, as I said before, I save these rubber bands for wrapping around vegetable bags, and I just cut this label off, just chop it off right here. And these rubber bands work great for that. So, but these are the baby bok choice. I don't know if I'm going to use 1 or 2 because I have this big pan, and like I said, I'm going to use both of these in the pan and stir fry them. They take like, I don't know, maybe 7-10 minutes, and they're done. Because some of these pieces in here, like especially of the cabbage and stuff, are pretty big. And you can see it there in the package. And you get big slices of carrots and stuff. They're really good, really good. And this is the pan that we're going to use to make our garlic shrimp in. So without further ado, we will go ahead and get this party started. Okay, so I'm going to read through the recipe list as I go along because, as I said, I have never made this recipe before, but it is on allrecipes.com, recipe 220597, according to this, if you're interested, and it's called Simple Garlic Shrimp. So the first thing we're going to do, we have all our ingredients gathered together. Now we are going to heat the olive oil in the pan. Okay, I need this side. Okay, there we go. Now it says to heat the olive oil in a heavy skillet over high heat until it just begins to smoke. Now I'm not exactly sure how long that's going to take, so we're going to go ahead and put our olive oil in here. It called for 1.5 tablespoons, and I really think that's about what I had left in this container from the last time we did a recipe. And this is the olive oil that I purchased. I'm not an olive oil guru. I don't really know a lot about it. I just was looking, and this said extra light taste, organic olive oil, ideal for sauteing, frying, and baking, and I wanted to try it versus vegetable or canola oil. So that's what we wound up with. So I'm going to let this heat up until it just begins to smoke. Then we're going to place the shrimp in an even layer on the bottom of the pan, cook for 1 minute without stirring. So as soon as this begins to smoke, we'll be back. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this pan is very close. So we are going to go ahead and put our shrimp in here in an even layer in the pan. Just drop them in there. And like I said, I have 3 servings, which equates to 9 shrimp per serving. I'm going to spread these out in here and set my timer for 1 minute and let them start to cook. Now, says cook for 1 minute without stirring. Okay, boy, that would be hard to do, you know, cook for 1 minute without stirring. So we're going to let those cook in there for 1 minute, and then we season the shrimp with salt and then cook until the shrimp begin to turn pink, about 1 more minute after that. And this moves along kind of quickly based on what I read in the recipe. So I was like, oh boy. Yeah, because it's kind of quick. So we'll let that go. It has 18 seconds. And then we got to stir the shrimp. And then we got to salt it. Cook and stir until shrimp begin to turn pink, about 1 more minute. And then we've got about 2 seconds. Okay, now we're going to put some salt on these bad boys, and then we're going to stir them up. They're starting to get a little pink. I can see they're starting to get a little opaque here. 1 more minute. Okay. Then after that, we add the garlic red pepper flakes and cook and stir for 1 more minute. Okay. Now I'm going to grab the camera and I'm going to show you what that looks like. Okay, this is our shrimp cooking in the pan, and now it's said to stir it, and I didn't like turn over each individual shrimp, so I'm just going to go ahead and give them another flip while they continue to cook. I love shrimp. I love shrimp. I use them in stir fries, all kinds of things. They're super yummy. And one other thing I wanted to mention is on the side of these packages, it tells you what's in there. And this one says it has bok choy in it and kale. And you can see the kale in the top. Okay, so there's our timer going off. So now we need to add the garlic and the red pepper flakes. And here's my minced garlic. And my red pepper flakes. I'm going to spread those around a little bit. Okay, and then we cook and stir for 1 more minute. Okay, and we got that going. Okay, now we're going to stir and let those cook for another minute. And they are still on high. My burner is still up on high because it did not say that I needed to turn that down at all. Oh, those are starting to look good. Okay, and then when the timer goes off, we stir in the lemon juice, the caper brine, 1 piece of the butter, half the parsley, and cook until the butter has melted about 1 minute. Okay, lemon juice, caper brine, 1 piece of the butter. Okay, all right. Now that looks good. And when I get these cooked, then we will go ahead and cook the vegetables because we're going to have to take these out and set them aside. Okay. Turn the timer off. We're going to add it says 1 piece of the butter, lemon juice, our brine substitution, which is pickle. It's probably not quite as salty as the caper brine. 1/2 of the parsley. And I got a little heavy-handed on the parsley because I really like parsley. And cook until butter is melted about 1 minute. Okay. I can smell it. I can smell the pickle juice and the lemon juice. That smells so good. That smells so good. Oh my goodness, that smells good. Okay, and then once we do that, the next step, step 6, is reduce heat to low when the timer goes off. And stir in the remaining 3 pieces of butter and cook until butter has melted, sauce is thick, and shrimp are pink and opaque, 2 to 3 minutes. Shrimp are so quick. That really looks good, doesn't it? That really looks good. And I also cut up 2 of my baby bok choys to put in while we were waiting. Okay, so now we're going to reduce the heat to low and stir in the remaining butter. And we're going to cook for 2 to 3 minutes. So I'm going to err on the side of caution and call it 3. Just because I want to know that, oops, what did I do? Timer. There, 3. Go. I don't know what I did. I think I hit 3 seconds or something. Okay, so we're going to let them cook on low for 2 to 3 minutes. Oh, those look good. And you can see the sauce is starting to get thicker. Oh, that is going to be so good. And another thing that I thought was interesting is it says on here that per serving is only 196 calories, 12 grams of fat, so it's a little higher on the fat because of the butter. There's cholesterol and sodium. 3 grams of carbs. Now this is what, no sugars. It has no dietary fiber either, but I wouldn't expect that. It's only 196 calories for 9 shrimp in this delicious sauce that's brewing, and 12 grams of fat and 3 grams of carbs. Now that is looking really delicious, isn't it? Nice. Okay, I'm going to put you back up so you can see everything here. Hold on. Okay, so we have about 1.5 minutes to go on the garlic shrimp. So what I'm going to do is we are going to get these going while we wait. We're going to get this started. So, let's see. I'm going to turn this burner on. Make sure I get the right burner going here. Okay. Turn that on about 8, and I need a little more oil, so I'm going to grab that. Oh, wait, I think I have some vegetable oil. Yep, I have a little vegetable oil right here. We'll just use this. Put some vegetable oil in that pan and let that heat up. And then I'm just going to drop my vegetables into the pan, and I'm going to let them start to cook. I'll put the lid on and let them start to cook. Oh, these shrimp are looking outstanding. Outstanding. I'm just going to bring this up here so you can see it. Look at that. Oh, that looks lovely. Lovely. And then, once we do that, we remove the shrimp with a slotted spoon, transfer to a bowl, continue to cook the butter sauce, adding water 1 teaspoon at a time. If too thick, about 2 more minutes. So we're going to transfer the shrimp back to the original pan that they were in. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drop these in, and I got to get my packages out of here. My sauce packet. This is the teriyaki packet that comes with it. This one is the, oh, that's a lot of vegetables. This one is the pad thai sauce that comes in the packet. Okay, I'm going to shut that timer off really quick. And I am going to dump these in, my bok choy. I'll dump that in here really quickly. Whoops, lost one on the floor. Got a rogue bok choy. Okay, now we're going to pop this lid on here, and we're going to let that start to cook. And I'm going to pull these shrimp out of here so they don't overcook. This sauce is really thick. It is really thick. I'm going to have to add some water to it if I'm going to spread it over 3 servings of shrimp. Almost got the shrimp out of here. Oh, they smell so good. I can smell the lemon. I got to turn that down. There, I can smell the lemon. Oh, look at that. Okay, now I'm going to add a little bit of water to this. And that is really high. Okay, there we go. Got to get it to calm down so it doesn't burn my vegetables. We're going to put this in, a little bit of water. Cook with the slotted spoon. Transfer. Okay, let me start over. Remove shrimp with a slotted spoon, transfer to the bowl. Continue to cook the butter sauce, adding 1 teaspoon of water at a time. Oh, got a rogue shrimp in here. I missed it. Okay, we're going to add a little bit more. It just says a teaspoon at a time for about 1 minute, 1 to 2 minutes. And then this part is done. And the shrimp are done. That looks really delicious. That looks really delicious. And I think that's probably enough water. It doesn't have a lot of sauce. There is not a lot of sauce in here. You can see that. That is not a lot of sauce, but That's fine. Okay, I'm going to turn that off. Now I'm going to monitor my vegetables here. Yep, they're starting to cook. Now I think I've got some peanut oil. I don't know if I should put that in there or not. I really like peanut oil. I got it for a recipe that I have in my Betty Crocker low-calorie cookbook that we're going to be working in eventually when we get that far. Now these vegetables are starting to cook up nicely. And like I said, they don't take a lot of time because they're steaming. So let's see. I'm going to put the lid back on that. Now, the shrimp are done. They are done. And it says season with salt to taste, serve shrimp topped with the pan sauce and remaining parsley. And I've got about half the parsley left here, so I will definitely use that. And I'm going to get rid of this water so I don't spill it, knock it over. So anyways, the shrimp are done. So they look so good. Look at that. They look so lovely. Super excited about that. So I'm going to grab a plate. So that when the vegetables are done, we can plate this up. Now, the pad thai sauce is okay, but I like the teriyaki sauce better. Yeah, I'm a fan of the teriyaki sauce. So I think I'm going to put some of that in one of these little dishes. And because I don't use it all at once, because I save it and use it throughout my dishes because it's sweet. You know, you got to kind of be careful with it because it's sweet. Yeah, you know, you got to have a little something once in a while. And I'm going to put this in the microwave for about 30 seconds. Just enough to get it barely warm because it will warm up on the food as well. See, now this is cooking down quite a bit. This pan was really full when I started, and it's cooking down quite a bit. I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, there is our stir-fry vegetables. And you see there's the broccoli, snow peas, purple cabbage, carrots, my bok choy, and it has huge Brussels sprout pieces. Where is one? Here. Look at that. That's a giant. Oh my goodness. So, I am going to put the lid back on here and let this cook for a couple more minutes. I'm going to set the timer for, let's set it for 5 minutes. Okay, and then they should be getting close. So I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue to let the vegetables cook, okay, and then when they're done, I will come back and we will plate it up and try it. And I'm also going to use some of these. I buy these la choy chow mein noodles, and 1/2 cup is 28 grams and it's 130 calories, but I typically don't use that much. Let me get my scale. I got it right over here. Let's see what I think I would use. We'll see how much it weighs. Okay, I got the scale on grams, and this says 1/2 cup is 28 grams. I'd like to get half of that. That's 10 grams. That's not very much. So 10, 14. Yep, that's 14 grams right there. That little tiny bit, that's 14 grams. That's what I'm going to put on my recipe, because these types of things, These types of things can be a problem if you're not paying attention, because a person could grab a giant handful and have like almost a cup of these, and that would be 260 calories. That's like my breakfast. Because I've been tracking my food much more closely, as I had said on a previous video, with my calorie counting book. And this morning I laid out my breakfast and my lunch already on here, and I have to put my dinner on here with my shrimp, with my garlic shrimp. I'm going to look at my bags here. Now on my bags, let's see. This says I think this is including the sauce, okay? 1.5 cups of this, and this is 1.5 cups. 110 grams is 70 calories on here and 80 on here. But let's see. I'm pretty sure that includes putting sauce on there. That's got to include sauce, like a sprinkling of sauce. But they don't tell you the difference between like with or without sauce, so I'm just going to go with what it says, and it's 1.5 cups. So and it's about 3.5 servings per bag, so that works out great. So I think what I could do is I could measure it out over 3 containers, well 4 containers, because this is 3.5 per bag, and stretch it out and make it for 4 containers. Put my shrimp on top. I got 4 meals done and ready to roll. I think that's what I'm going to do. And then I can gauge my calories much more easy that way. So I'm going to stir up my vegetables here. We got about 1 minute and 30 seconds. They are cooking down nicely. They look really good. Now, if calories were not an issue, you could maybe put some peanuts in here. And I do have, actually, I use these for salads sometimes. These are sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds mixed together. And sometimes if I want a little crunch on my salad and I want something different, these are what I will use. I buy them separately and I mix them. Now they are high fat, but I mean, if you put like a teaspoon on, some things are so negligible, I don't even really try to figure it out. Okay, this has about 50 seconds left to go. And it said, let me see, it said 1.5 cups. So, and it was 110 grams. So we are going to use the scale, and we're going to measure out 110 grams when the vegetables go off, and we're going to see what that comes out to. I got to slide these on something, get these off of here. There. And like I said, I will, as in previous videos, I'll link the scale. Now, I'm an Amazon affiliate, and the scale is available on Amazon. So if you would like to try this little digital scale for yourself, I really think you would see it as a valuable purchase if you got yourself one. They're not super expensive. Okay, so our timer has gone off. We're going to shut this off. Pull this off the heat. I'm going to put that over there, and just because that's still warm, so it will continue to let the sauce warm up. Now this was, shoot, I forgot again. I can't remember anything. 110 grams. So let me get a different bowl to put those into. And this scale, you can put your bowl on it and bring it back to 0, which is really helpful when you're weighing out and you need a bowl. So you just turn it on. Everything's at 0. Set your bowl on there. Hit 0. Brings the scale back to 0 so it doesn't recognize the bowl. And we'll put our vegetables in here. So see, wow, that's not a lot, that's for sure. Trying to get as close to 110 grams as I can. So this is about 1.5 cups of vegetables, 110 grams. Now, you could like split the difference. So like it's only 70 calories. Okay, you're only at 70 calories. So I got 1.5 cups. So to see on your plate, that's not a whole lot. And if you want more vegetables, I mean, you could double it. It would be 140. And then your shrimp is, that would be 140. And your shrimp is 196. So 140 and 196, that's 200, just like 330 calories-ish, 320 calories. And for an evening meal, okay, and one thing you got to remember is this meal is lower in fat. Only it's got a little more because of the butter. You could leave the butter out and not have the sauce and just cook the shrimp and use the other ingredients and use maybe half the butter or something. You know, you can adjust. And the carbs are super low. I mean, the carbs are super low. All right, so let's see what that looks like. Let's do another 1.5 cups. That's 110 grams. I think that would be more filling for me. Let's see. Ooh, boy, that is hot. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we've got another 110. I got another 1.5 cups on here. Now this tells me that when I wasn't measuring before, there was a while when I was just eyeballing it. My first few meals that I did with you guys and I was just eyeballing, I was overdoing it a little bit. This is 2 servings, and this is my smaller plate. This is my smaller plate. Okay, not my great big humongous dinner plate, which I don't use those. And we're going to take 9 shrimp out of here because 9 is a serving. Okay, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you know, here's another thing, you know, you could split the difference if you were really super hungry. I am not going to do that. I'm going to save these for another meal. And what I want to do, I'm going to mark my double vegetable, but I'm not going to do that because I have some sugar-free ice cream in the fridge, and I think I would like to have some tonight because I had a salad for lunch today. I was super careful because I knew I was going to be having the shrimp tonight, and I'm going to take a little bit of this sauce. Take a tablespoon out of here. And I'm going to put some more of my parsley on here. Like that. The sauce looks really good. And I'm just going to take a little bit of the sauce because I want to spread it around. And I'm going to put that on my shrimp. Now, if you could put these on your carbonara noodles, too, you know. Because you got to remember, this sauce has really got a lot of butter in it. So, we got to be careful. Okay. So, whoops. Oh, and we have our half of a cup of these. So that comes to 50, 60, 75 calories for these. So that's another 75 calories. Now the carbs in these are 19, so you're at half of that. The fat is 5, so you're at half of that. You got to kind of keep track of all that stuff in your head so you can write it in your book. And a lot of times when I'm here by myself and I'm cooking, I keep it right by me, which helps a lot. So I'm going to sprinkle these on here. Oh, this looks really good. Okay, so here we are. I'll bring you around and show you the plate. So there we are. This is our delicious shrimp recipe that we have. I have that right here. This is our garlic shrimp recipe from All Recipes. There's the link if you want to take a picture of that, if you want to look it up, try it for yourself. And I'm going to take a picture of this for my review on the shrimp recipe page. So let's get some vegetables and a piece of shrimp. Okay, had to turn the phone around while I had the vegetables in my hand. So there it is, my shrimp, and it's got sauce on it and my vegetables. Mmm. 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 That is really good. Oh. Mmm. Mmm. Mm-hmm. I taste the lemon. I taste the pickle brine. Oh, there goes the hot peppers. I love them. Mmm. Mmm. Love the hot peppers. Delicious. Mmm. So, that is really good. Really good. And the whole thing, I'm guessing, is around maybe 350 calories for this plate of food that I have here, because I have a double serving of vegetable. I have the 9 shrimp. Half of a serving of these. And and I had the sauce in the microwave. I forgot about it. You know, I'm not even going to put it on because it's just going to add more calories that I really don't want, because I had a donut hole at work today. You know those people, they bring that stuff in all the time. That's terrible. So anyways, we are at 35 minutes, going on 36 minutes right now. So we're going to close this video out for now, and I hope that you will try simple garlic shrimp, and with noodles or vegetables or whatever you like. And I would love to know what you think. So this is Grandma D saying, let's cook together, let's be healthy, let's get out and exercise so we can be here for our families and enjoy life together. So this is Grandma D saying, have a good night and a better day tomorrow, wherever you are in the world. I want you to know that I love you and that I'm thinking about you. And I hope that you will subscribe to my channel, like the video, click the notification bell, do the big 3. That's all I got. Have a good evening. Bye-bye for now.